To God be the glory in the highest. I greet every one of you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Our subject of discussion today is how many disciples did Jesus appear to after his resurrection? Or let me put it in a good way. How many apostles did Jesus appear to after his resurrection? Number 1, 12. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5. Number 2, 11. Matthew chapter 28 verses 16. Mark chapter 16 verses 14. I'm up to tell you today that there is no contradiction between the both verses of the scriptures. Before Jesus Christ died, Judas Iscariot has died. And when Jesus Christ, before Jesus died, we have 11 apostles. There are difference between disciples and apostles. Apostles are those 12 chosen by Jesus Christ himself. But Christ has many disciples. And that's why the disciples that were at the upper room on the day of Pentecost were 120 in number. But what they are trying to ask us from this question is that how many apostles did Jesus Christ appear to after his resurrection? Now they say that 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5 said that it was 12, while Matthew chapter 28 verses 16, Mark chapter 16 verses 14 said it is only 11. I'm about to tell you today that both of them are correct. Number 1 is that before Jesus Christ died, Judas Iscariot has died. That makes the number of apostles that Christ himself chose to be what? To be 11. That is why in Matthew chapter 28 verse 16 and Mark chapter 16 verses 14, it was said that only 11 apostles, the disciple used in Matthew chapter 28 verse 16 referred to apostle, that it was only 11 apostles that were asked to go and see Jesus Christ at Galilee. Now, although there are some other peoples, but what they actually means that 11 apostles were the one that saw Jesus Christ, according to Matthew chapter 20 verse 16 and Mark chapter 16 verses 14. But in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5, this talks about what has been done before the day of Pentecost, after Jesus Christ's death, after Jesus Christ's resurrection. It was said by Peter that it must be that Judas Iscariot must be replaced according to prophecy that has gone in that was written in Psalm, that let another person take his bishopric or his ministry. So it was at this time that they concluded that one person must replace Judas Iscariot, and they say that the condition for the person to replace him, the condition that the person that will replace him must fulfill is that he must be there beginning. He must have been with them beginning from the baptism of John the Baptist, beginning from the baptism of John until the same day that Jesus Christ was taken away to heaven. Can you now see that what he's trying to tell them is that the person that will replace Judas Iscariot must be the person that has been with them and Jesus Christ from the beginning, from the baptism of John, even to the same day that Jesus Christ was taken to heaven. And that is why Matthias was chosen. Matthias was one that replaces Judas Iscariot. When Paul the Apostle was writing 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5, you can see that Matthias has now become part of the 11. That is why there are no more 11. That is why they were 12. Since the condition that Peter said is that the person must have been with them from the baptism of John even to the day that Jesus Christ was taken up, it means that Matthias also witnessed the ascension of Jesus Christ. He was there when Jesus Christ appeared to his disciples, but he was not yet an apostle then. So that is why 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5 said that there were 12 that saw Jesus Christ. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 5, the reason why they used he was seen of Cephas and of the 12. Cephas means Peter. Peter is one of the 12, but Cephas is the leader of the Jerusalem church after Christ has left. That is why Paul writes he was seen of Cephas and of the 12. Cephas is still part of the 12. God bless you.